What's happening? um, what do I want to do today? This is always like the question. It's the question that drives us, Neo. The question? What is the Matrix? Hey, it's summertime, baby. School's out as of today. Well, technically, I mean, yesterday was the last day. So, like, woo! Yeah. So, summertime Mike is here. And I'm already building a tan because I've gone out disc golfing like multiple times. Played really good today, actually. It was wild. Good times. Course was like empty. Yeah, good times. Good times had by all. Camera's crooked. Yeah. Ah. I gotta revamp the cameras in this thing. But, new case is on order, so we'll see. I'm gonna probably have to redo the setup. I think the new one isn't quite as deep as this. Well, I don't know, it might be. I was looking at the curve, and the curve was like, the Needham ones are like they're almost horizontal on the bottom, so they're like a sharp curve going. So they're a lot more squat. Like this 5U would probably be like up to here. It's like chonk 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 chonk, like it comes out a lot more. The one I'm getting is similar to this actually in terms of curvature. It might actually be a little bit more straight on the bottom, which I'm fine with because that means the overall depth of the thing is going to be a little bit less. I did. I got one from Urian Modular, company out of Hungary, I believe, and it's 5 rows, but it's going to have a 1U row in the middle, and it's 168 HP, and it's got the same power. It's got 4 Meanwell power supplies in it, and I believe it's got 2 mains plugs. So that's really cool. So they'll, at some point when I have better power, because not here, I'll be able to kind of like isolate, two different halves. I guess I could get like a power conditioner isolator and stuff, and just plug that in here, which that's not difficult. Like those are not that expensive. An isolator, it just runs a transformer between like lines, so it's not feeding off of the same exact thing. It just step up, step down, or a 1-to-1 transformer, so it electromagnetically isolates half of your power. I have a couple little ones that I built just for hum breaking. I put them in little Radio Shack boxes, just a 1/4 inch on each end, and they work really good. So, anyways, yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do today, other than sniffle because of allergies. Thank you, tree sperm. Thank you. Thank you for spewing your sperm into the air for us humans to breathe. And covering my car within 15 minutes after getting it washed. Thank you. Thank you. Now please leave it alone. Okay, sorry. Let's make some noises. My first thought was let's use the SIG as a drum sequencer. Let's do that. Dude, I don't know what I'm officially allergic to. I do know the tree pollen here has been in the very high like region for about 2 weeks. So, yeah. And then we went to these like Japanese gardens the other day, and I was totally fine. We're like literally walking through plants and trees, and I was like, nothing. Gonna have to move to Japan. That's all. That would be interesting. That would be I think an interesting place to move to. You know what I mean? Like, I totally respect the culture. It seems just like much, well, you know, not knowing enough about it probably. It's probably not the same once you're there. But it just seems more even keeled and polite and like regimented and mannered, and I think that's a good thing. Living in a society here. Okay. Anywho, now here is the question. The question that drives us, Neo. The question is, do the trigger envelope generators trigger the Kicane? Because they didn't in another one. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? So if we put up like quarter notes, what happened? What happened? It's not on run yet, is it? Still not. Oh, well, I don't have an output hooked up, but it should be getting a trigger of some sort. All right. Well, let's actually hook up some output action here. Okay, there's our kick. There's the thing. It doesn't look to me like it's necessarily putting out. Oh, because I don't have any notes enabled. Right? Is that a thing? Yeah, there it is. Let's bump up tempo a little bit too. Let's go to like, 90. 93! So then it would be interesting to loop these and just make some like, oh, there's our quarter note, but it's not actually on the quarter note. There's the quarter note. Society. Used to be sending a kid off to war would man him up pretty quickly. Now the world's got this whole swishifying effect on people. Classic. The drive is a bit on the hot side there, ain't it? Just give me a nice thump. Okay. And then I was like, well, what if we then like I was like, man, we have 3 channels. We can actually just hook everything here. We could hook all 4 channels up to the T networks. But I was like, that's going to get weird. So I think a better idea would be to like let this control some stuff. I think you're going to want more regular, right? Like a hi-hat, I think would be really good with the SIG because you would potentially at least get a continuously random thing, which is very attractive to me. All right, let's load some closed hats here and see what we got. What we got going down. Actually, let's put this in channel 3. I'm sorry, channel C. Sorry. And then we'll just have it play a C at like randomized 16th notes. Very randomized, that is for sure. Now, if we then, let's say we used the dot sequencer as our snare, right? And we could just trigger a snare from Platts because it does a decent snare. It's pretty okay. It's pretty. I don't have any cables for this. Son of a. Guess we're gonna have to mix. We're gonna have to mix modalities here. Modal mixture. With our cables. So I put a tiny bit of 16th note and 8th note on the kick drum pattern. Hello? Did you stop running? Yes, you did. All right, so I don't know if you can see it, but the click on the melodizer is perfectly synchronized. So the kick is like drifting around it, you know? For a while there, it was like 4 on the floor and rock solid. Well, that just sounds terrible. I think it's the same thing. I mean, it really is. It's just trigger and then this is clearly the bass drum. But did I have it on the wrong model? Maybe. That would make sense. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. Now let's throw. We got 2 tracks left here, so let's get some melodizer going, huh? Or I mean melodizer. T-Networks. Duh. Hey, what's up? Welcome. Welcome. Totally experimenting today. I'm just going to take a single output from T-Networks because easy. So this is track B and C. So I think what would be a good thing to do with that? 16th notes and 8th notes. All right, now let's start up D as well. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. I mean, plain and simple. You know. Okay, track D. Why for you no work? Yeah, I've got another 48 HP case embiggening. This would be cooler, of course, if this were in stereo, because stereo is always cooler. I mean, obvious. So we can actually just put one of these into each side of submixer. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've only been kind of like doing this for maybe, like 2 years, 3 years? And it's a passion. At this point, it's just, man, I don't know. There's something about it that just, it scratches an itch that I didn't even know I had. You know? It's interesting. The kick drum is just offbeat. Here's our beat, and a 1 and a 2, and a here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, kick, kick, kick. Like, come on, man. It's not your job. Yeah, it definitely is true. See, you know, what it was my piano teacher played me switched on Bach when I was like 10, right? And I swear that was a crystallizing moment in my life. Just like, holy shit, this is cool. It was one of those moments, you know? And many of us have had that before. So here's the lesson. The lesson is you really can't use this as like a straight up drum I want to sequence quarter notes, you know. It really can't be done. It can, but not really. It's not that kind of thing, you know. So let's try something here. Let's reset the clock and see if we can't, like... See, I only have quarter note turned up. Now, you would think if that were the case, that it would immediately generate a quarter note, you know, every single time, no matter what. Like boom, 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 boom. So it feels to me like it's either starting a little bit late and there's no real reset button. So it's sort of like marbles. Like using marbles as a drum sequencer, it's really hard to get that locked onto like a bar, right? It just kind of coasts around at its own speed and such. So there's not a lot you can do there. But you know, it is what it is. What happened to my hi-hats anyways? There they are. I'm like, did I shut them off? The answer is yes. Yes, you did. You dumb bastard. Okay, so the SIG, the stochastic inspiration generator, is controlling the kick drum and the hi-hats and the little clips from the T networks, ADAC systems T networks. The snare is coming from the dot sequencer, and that's just controlling plats in the snare model. The kick is the kick-ain. So yeah, I wanted to, like, what does it sound like to have like a stochastic, influenced drum pattern? Like, what's going on there? And I'm like, we need to add something to this. Let's make something cool with this here subharmonica. One. Okay, let's listen to these guys. It's not horrible. God, Lordy, have mercy. Let's delay this.
How about we have ourselves a little bit of a Platts jam?
But not on the bass drum model. That seems like a bad idea. No, who am I kidding? Just put this in an envelope already. now we can actually have a voice that is like completely colored correctly. All color-coded voices. All the time. We already got the Aurora in play. We might as well, or the Inventor in play. We might as well add the Aurora. Sounds like F minor. No, that's E minor. Color-coded voices. It's beautiful, man. A little hot. Hey, Lemon. Us some. Ow! We need some microphone punches. That's what we need. Yes, punching microphones. No, we need some modulations, eh? Let's get some LFOs into the timbre and the morph and the harmonics. to our subharmonicon anyways? Just disappeared. It's got a low sloths going. There it is. Coming in hot. Just walk away. 1 hour of reverb tail. Unattended ambient reverb tail. Oh, let's tear it all down and start over. Oh, good times. Good times. Yep. If you got the time, we've got the beer. Okay. Things to note. Interesting things to note, if you haven't thought of this already, is that a snare drum on beat 2 and 4 is super, super important to a drum pattern to kind of like keep it anchored. Like your kick drum can float all around. It'd be nice if it hit the downbeat, you know, that'd be cool, but it's really not 100% necessary, you know, and just as long as you have that 2 and 4 hit, you'll always feel stable. But depends on the rhythm, of course. Not going for that kind of thing, then ignore that. And do your thing. Anyways. All right, let's I'm thinking something without drums. Maybe something like super duper like polyrhythmic or nutty. How do you reset everything? Oh, I believe that's it. There it is. It's done. Run and loop, hold them, and then it just actually explodes. The module died. It's dead now. Sorry. Okay. Need more water and creativity vapors. Let's downskill our tempo a little bit too. Let's get back down here to maybe like 82 beats per minute. Oh boy, it's wonderful. So I also have the thing that I use the least in here, and that's just because of reasons. No reasons. And that is the probabilistic generator. And he's just hanging out here, just generating probabilistic gates and triggers, you know, doing its thing. And yeah, that's kind of it's kind of interesting. I was like, what if you gave that? So like, hear me out. Remember one of my problems was with the Kicane is that it wasn't getting triggered by my little dot Euclidean sequencer here. Little Euclidean trigger sequencer. It's this guy. This guy right here.
This guy. Hi. Hi.
Um, and it the triggers were too short. They were too quick. So I was like, okay, so if we hit a trigger into Zadar and make a really, really quick envelope and then use that, that works perfectly fine. But what if we clock the probabilistic generator with a quarter note trigger? Know what I'm saying? And then I was like, what if we clock a single output and bring that into the bar input of the SIG? Could we like auto bar everything? So the point is, like, now that this is here, this basically will put out like quarter note triggers 100% of the time. So if we take the knob here and then it just turns, now it's 50% of the time. So half the time it's going to trigger, half the time it isn't. But like true, you know, coin flipping randomness, it doesn't have any dependence on the event before, right? So it's just going to occasionally play a quarter note, right? But then you could actually give it some funky, weird, cool patterns and stuff and be like probabilistic gates based on a rhythm. That would be neat. So, yeah, interesting options with some of these things, just like by routing clock signals and stuff. So this guy's getting a regular clock. What if we sent it a single pulse at the start of each like whole note? Will it respond to that, and will it kind of like generate a new bar, like based on like whatever is on here? And you hit loop and it should automatically, like, boom, everything's going to be restarting a loop on the bar. let's find out, shall we? And God, today was just a good day. I got some stuff done. I feel like a useless sack of crap. Who do we want to hear? I think I want to hear Chainsaw. Everybody likes the chainsaw. It's everybody's best friend. It's true. Admit it. And then let's go chainsaw through Zagreb. Just one drive and you'll see. Just put it in H. You know, this is one of the few places where I can actually confidently quote Simpsons and have people know what the hell I'm talking about. So I teach middle schoolers. Like, that's my day job. That's my thing. Right? Hi. How are you? Anyways. Excuse me. Pardon me. Curse these allergies. So this is the nice thing, is we just go the trigger envelope generator, guys, directly into the filter. It makes it easy. All right, run, doing the thing here. Let's just get like a nice C minor thing going down. Okay. So here's our beat. Not that it really matters. Okay. It's not giving it a bar signal. It doesn't seem to be working like I thought. Oh, we have to beautify it a little bit. Okay, so is there a trick? Hey, Kilo Magic, what's up? Is there a trick? Okay, is there a trick to the you know, the thing, the whatchamajigger, the SIG in bar mode? I want to look that up really quick. SIG plus. I thought I had it here. I thought I had the manual like downloaded, but I usually just throw it onto my like desktop and I don't see it. So I might just be stupid. User manual. Oh, that's right. It's a Google Doc. That's right. That's why. Find. R. Line. Start, end, and force bar line. Okay, force bar line. Hold run and tempo. So, if you're not aware, the SIG uses events for its loop, right? So, what it's doing is it's constantly generating and remembering. So, when you click these two, you've sent the last 18 events into the buffer for the loop. So, if I hit the loop, so the length of the loop right now is almost 2.5 bars. Here's my beat. Okay. So it's not holding to the bar line, even though I'm giving it a signal for the bar line. It's acknowledging it. The little light for the bar is lighting up. So there's multiple ways to kind of like deal with loops and stuff like that in here, and there's multiple steps to the process. So this is kind of the thing when you're starting to mix, rhythm types, right? So obviously I can change the length of the loop, but because each event could be an 8th note or a 16th note, or a rest, just like not generating anything, then you have no idea how long, rhythmically speaking, like your loop's ever going to be. Right? That's a bit of a problem to me. But maybe that's because I'm trying to make this be something that it isn't, right? I don't know. That could be. But there is a way to force bar line. That's actually what I want to look. Force. Tempo plus run. What? Oh. Holding run and turning tempo will light 0 to 16 lights left to right, bottom to top, across them. No lights is the default free run mode, ranging up to 16 lights. Run plus 16th note sets the beat type. The bottom number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the top number sets the note count. The top number is the number. So 5, 4. Okay, now let's see if it hits a bar here. Nope. Oh, it did something there. There it is. Okay, you know what it is? It's interpreting, I think, the bar line as like a 16th note clock. Let's regenerate a loop just so it doesn't annoy everyone. Okay. Yeah, so it did something there. See, I don't think this is doing anything. Okay, yeah, so that's... I still haven't figured this out yet. I mean, as long as I've had this thing, which is not, admittedly not that long, I still have not figured out how to, like, accurately manipulate the looping and stuff like that on it. But, someday. That's one of my summertime goals. That and the Lupa. I just want to do Robert Fripp style overdubs. Is it so wrong? And if you're not sure what that is, there's an album called Let the Power Fall, right? and it's just guitar and 2 tape recorders, just overdubbing and looping, and like the old school where you string a long ass reel of tape between like a couple of reel-to-reel recorders, and one of them's on play, one of them's on record. You know, it's interesting stuff. All right, yeah, let's set up some sort of completely polymetric weird thing here. Okay. But I'm thinking like kind of slower, like 8th note type stuff. And then the cool thing is, of course, just want to be like ending point. Let's make this like is it 13? 12? How about a 12 note loop from that guy? Okay. I do love me some melodicer. So with the new case, I'll have the 2 melodicers probably back in. That'll be nice. And the big thing though that I'm gonna have to figure out is the mixer, and I still haven't made any decisions on that. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Let's just go analog, because we like analog. Analog is happy for us. It is a lovely thing. Okay, then we'll go actual true analog filter also. Gonna reach, because you know my philosophy. There's not many things in life that are better than a sawtooth going through a filter. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, kids. Prove me wrong. Once again, a Simpsons quote. Shot across the bow of all viewers. You got a thing going here? You got a thing? Wait. Yes, you do. Well, that's just freaking lovely. Let's regenerate this. No. Oh, I like that. Okay. And of course, this wouldn't be much without some sort of modulation.
Hey, the Glaven.
We need the Glaven, yes, the modulation. Okay, so that guy's doing a thing here. What's this guy doing? This guy is doing something also, but it isn't. Let's get it low. You gonna output anything today? Or just no? You're just not gonna... No? There it is. Because I did a full reset. just have it play a G. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is in 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2. Perfect. 7. Perfect. Okay. See what we're going for here, right? This is what we're going for here. Polyrhythmic weirdness. Because it's fun. It's satisfying. But we definitely need a little bit more modulation going to that there filter for the other voice, right? For this voice. Okay. It's kind of boring, right? It's kind of just meh. Meh. So here's an idea. Let's I'm a clone that there envelope-y signal, right? And we're also going to send it to the detune control. It might be a little extreme. Yeah, that's a hard yes there, Bob. It's a bit much. So, once again, my set of attenuators up there is like one of the most useful things up there. Permanent. It's never going to leave. There. Just gives it a little... How do you say je ne sais quoi? Okay. Both of those guys. Go away. Red voice. Let's generate everything here from like a different place. That'd be fun. How about a Turing machine voice?
There's absolutely no reason why we can't do that, because it seems like that'd be a really good thing to do at this point, is generate some sort of a Turing machine kind of a thing.
Alright, anyways, who want volt per octave signal? Who want it? Okay. We'll go into the Yep, the CSL. Alright, so we're gonna need also a pulse. Let's use Zadar for an envelope, because why not? Plus it's fun to say Zadar. We'll turn the time for that quite a bit down. Okay. Yep, doing your thing. Doing your thing. Let's go into the... How about the Popple? Popple is a good candidate for this, actually. For layering like multiple things. And then we're gonna FM the shit out of this. So what, Sawtooth? And then into the right, let's go like a sub square. Like 2 octaves down. Seems like the right thing to do. Let's do the thing, and then we got to hook up the actual outputs. Usually helpful thing. Generally, that is advised. Let's put them into the submixer. Because why not? It's already hooked up. It's already ready to go. It's basically permanently in place. Permanently hooked up. Alright. Fatty fat. We like. Alright. Yonder Turing machine needs a slower clock, so let's give him one. So we can put it in 5. Is that too weird? Might be. Soft sync. That's just out of tune. What if you just turn this into an LFO? something a little bit different with this path here. I'm going to go into the neutron instead for that little boingy voice thing. Because then we can actually throw a slow LFO into the panning. Which is fun. There, and then we'll have a slow, like stereo spread pan kind of thing going down, which is neat. Let's take out a little bit of the bass too. Well, here's Mr. Subharmonicon, acting all lonely and shit. Alright, we're gonna come back to that. Let's set up something silly here. What you got? What you got? You got anything? Got anything for me? You're getting a clock. Should be running. Hi. Hello? Hello? Are you there? The answer is no. No, it's not there. Seriously, what are you doing? What? Doing? You should be playing. You should be playing. Play has been pressed. The thing, that thing, this is up, that's there. Nothing? It exists, yes. So why are you not playing? Are you... Because somebody decided to hook up the clock into the wrong port and therefore disabled the mult. Alright. What are we doing with this thing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. We're gonna put some reverb on it first of all. Alright, first of all, we're in C minor, so let's stop that. So there's a C minor. Nice happy fifth. All right, man, take it easy. All right, so we're gonna go like. See Behringer's also coming out with a Subharmonicon clone. And they didn't put any more CV-ins, and they totally missed the boat. Could have actually been better. Even though it is, like, a third the price. So, yeah. You go, Behringer, you do your thing. This would be always better with a grain U going down. I don't know, man. I've got a few Behringer things here, and I've never had a problem with them. But I'm not going out of my way to, pick anything up. I believe if they're really legit, sort of trying to seed, instruments out into the public. It's a worthy cause, number one. But number two, I think it's a long game kind of thing, right? It's more like they're playing the long game, trying to get all these things out there and just see how much music making results. Oh no. I had the whole thing in B minor. Oops. Hey, I'll take it. But we're not done yet. Okay. Number one, I would like a nice, fat, whole note, low bass drone with just like C and then like E flat and then maybe an A flat. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Messages. Oh no. Messages are coming. Oh no. Let's run this to the ensemble oscillator. Let's do that. And then we'll actually run a legit envelope. Let's actually use an ADSR because it's right there. And that's why I put it there. There's our gate. And what filter are we going to use? Well, we're probably going to end up using the Ikeri. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 cables. 1, 2, Crunch, crunch, crunch. Shirt sleeves in the microphone. Alright. We got stereo outs going in there. Let's go into channel 3, the little submixer guy here, and see what we got. Let's turn down this one. Boom. And we got nothing. We got bupkis. Give me a gate, bro. Bro? Seriously, give me a gate. Like, it doesn't look like it's actually getting an actual gate signal. from this thing. It's putting it out. It's just not sensing it. Well, that's unusual. Okay, I wonder if Zadar would sense it. Let's try it. Sub it out. Switch to, well, definitely. There it is. Yep. That's what we're looking for. Actually, I think I do want it to be like more of a heart attack. Goom. Like that. Let's regenerate the Turing machine voice. That'll do it. You're just hanging out on that A flat, aren't you? Yeah, I'm gonna probably end up getting Diablo 4 because I'm a crackhead for Diablo. Yeah, I could use a good game to sink my teeth into over the summer. You know what I forgot to do? wants modulation duties. Oh, you do. Let's bring you in to the cutoff. Uh-oh, this is a problem. The problem is that I recorded it when it was tuned wrong. That is a problem. You can adjust the pitch on the grains, but it's not precise, and it is... Yeah, I always played Diablo mostly single player, and I just loved it. Like, just so many hours into those games. All of them. There we go. Smooth that out a little bit. Nice little sloth filter sweep there. Oh wait, no, that is coming from the thing, the whatchamajigger. Let's make that like super stereo wild here. So it'll like back and forth, left and right, depending on the voltage it's getting from the stochastic function generator, which is basically in an endlessly cycling randomizing envelope mode, or LFO mode. right, kids. I'm out of here. It's a fun little sesh. Did some interesting things. I do like taking it back to like no drums. That's a very satisfying time. Anyways, I suppose Friday night we're gonna do something kind of raging, some sort of trancey techno-y goo, and always a good time. So hopefully we'll see you then. But if not, peace and health. Have a good night.